Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. Welcome back. I am jumping into another Project Life process video. This is week 21. Here I am showing you the products that I'm working with. I believe this is the Make Kit, and I pulled out these 6x8 paper pad that's from, I believe, like February this year or maybe even last year, and I had just recently purchased it. I don't think I pulled cards from it, any sheets from there, but I thought about it because, as you can see, the two title cards or the additional 4x6 pattern cards that I placed in either corner there, I had punched out hose for previous projects, didn't end up using them, and I stuck the hose back in and placed washi tape in the back to see if maybe I can use them, and I ended up going with that. So I'm going to open up this paper pad, these pattern papers, and I debate because, I was wondering if you can really see the circles that I have punched out, but I ended up adding in some more Project Life cards to go on top of that because I had to do additional journaling, and I just kind of went for the layering look, and so I don't necessarily need to bring any papers in, additional papers, thankfully. But it was nice to go through the stack to see what was in this little collection since I had yet to open it. I don't know if I had opened it on the unboxing when I got it within whatever kit I purchased it from. I think it was recently, the July one. I'm not 100% sure. I've already spaced out. It feels so long ago. Moving on, now I'm grabbing out some die cuts. I had already picked out some of the Project Life cards. As you can see, I'm using the two 3x4 cards that have like the lines with the stars in the blue on the right portion, and then I grabbed out the red lines with the hearts, and I got to use it on the same spread. If you watched my previous process with the I believe it was like week 20, I wanted to use them so bad. I even debated on just using one card, and I'm so glad I didn't. I saved it. I'm glad because I got to use them together in one spread. Moving on, I'm grabbing out die cuts now. Again, it's very minimum die cuts in this go round since there was a lot of labels. But again, I had the additional add-ons from previous kits that I've purchased from, and just add-ons in general. I was able to embellish every photo with something. So I'm going to talk about the photos while I embellish, and I hope you're okay with that, since I feel like I kind of talk about the same thing over and over if I just talk about the supplies and the current brand, which is always the same for now. It's LE Studio. I get their monthly kit, and I always buy add-ons, and they offer freebies during their 24-hour release of additional printable cards and cut files. So anyhow, so let's talk about these photos. The first photo there on the upper left, the right portion of the left spread. It is a picture of my husband mowing, and he is mowing the backyard, and I always just love that he loves the property so much. We have 2 acres, and I always felt like it was a bit much since it's kind of like just a ton of land in the back, and we don't really do anything with it, which is a nice view. Don't get me wrong, I love sitting at the table every morning with my coffee and my planner, and I love looking out, but we don't do anything with it. I just feel like it's a lot of maintenance, but I love how it looks when he mows, and you can see the difference. Like, it was getting messy, and it just looks beautiful after, and I just love that he loves it. Moving on to the second photo there that I'm messing with right now, it is a photo of Henry, and he was playing with his popcorn down that little slide instead of with cars like he's supposed to. He was sliding down popcorn. We were in the middle of a board game, so he was finding ways to entertain himself. And the little embellishment stickers that I'm doing right now, they're word stickers. It says good times because obviously he was having a good time. Moving on to the 3x4 photo right next to that one was that one right there. It was 3 kittens, and those are the ones that we got from a friend. They were giving out kittens, and so I just wanted to get one, and I told my nieces while we're away on our trip if they're able to watch my one, so that way I don't have to worry about finding a sitter when that time came. They wanted one as well, so from 1 to 3, that's why we have 3 kittens in the box. Moving on to the next photo there in the left portion of the 4x6, it was us playing a board game, or I believe a card game. I think it's Butts in Space. If it's not, then it's probably just a regular card game. But that's our thing. And I just placed an embellishment sticker there that says family because that's what it was. It was us, family moments, and it was nice. Speaking of family, that other 4x6 photo, it is a photo of us with our silly faces on, since every single time when I want to take a photo as a family photo, there's a price to pay. I would promise them, hey, if you give me some good photos in the beginning, then we'll do some silly photos after. So that is our thing. The good photo is actually in my Week in the Life album, so I put the silly photo in here. And I just love it because we're all silly, and out of all of us being silly in that photo, Henry, the one that's the ones that is the silliest and the most, of everything, is smiling all innocently on there, and I just love it. It was hilarious. And I placed a circle label on there along with a circle puffy sticker, and it says, "This was a blast." Moving on to the right side of the spread is a picture of my husband in that 4x6, and our new kitten is just crawling all over him. It looks so funny. Moving on to the next photo, that 4x6, it is a photo of my niece. We went to a outdoor concert for her mariachi group, and it was so amazing and breathtaking to see all these mariachi teams, because it was, I don't know if it was like I think it was just a concert because a bunch of other ones, other teams came and did their songs. Moving on to the next 3x4 photo, it is the two kittens, and I have the two hearts on there, and my niece decided to stay that night that we had got the kittens, so her kitten stayed with us, obviously, with our kitten and their siblings, so they stayed hunched up together in the little bed, and it just looks so cute. So I think those little two hearts were fitting. And the next 3x4 photo to the right, I placed a sticker on that. It is my niece with her mariachi. It was a concert, but I think it was like, I don't know what kind of concert. I mean, and it was like, I forgot the name of it, where, they go and, compete and stuff. But on that, a little sticker says, "This was fantastic," because literally they changed the plans while they were behind stage, that the main singer just could not get her voice back, and, they really didn't want to switch it because no one rehearsed, and especially, my niece has been rehearsing in case, she's the backup main singer, but she's a backup singer. She does rehearse in case she had to go up front, but it was never like, a sure thing. So all of a sudden she had to sing, and oh my god, she was beautiful. And, although the circumstances, she felt so bad for her rent, I told her, you did one, not just, for yourself, but for your team, like you rose and you took one for the team, and you were amazing, it was beautiful. And I cried happy tears. I was so proud of her. And I just really enjoyed the concert so much. Moving on to the 4x6 photo that's at the bottom of the right portion of the spread with the car. That is my car that got fixed, and so now I was just moving it around on our driveway to get a better parking spot and out of the way for my husband's, and I placed a sticker on there, and it just says, "Where the story begins." I'm going to be placing a journaling card there on the right portion of this, the 4x6, and that's just going to say, "Trying my best to," and that's basically like a pep talk for myself, I guess. I don't like to drive. Ever since we got into the accident, the day before I had my son, I am terrified to drive, because not just because I'm going to be driving not just for myself, but my kids are going to be with me, and I think it just heightened my anxiety of driving with other people, and no matter how safe I am, there's other people that you gotta be concerned with, and I'm not just thinking of myself, I'm also concerned about my kids, and that is a whole lot of drama. So I dread having to drive often, and if I don't have to, I won't. So, that's just me trying to take it easy and to move forward and to just try and start and move on, because that's obviously, what we have to do. We gotta move on. What's that saying? You fall off a horse, you have to get back on, and it's easier said than done, but E for effort, right? Anyhow, so I just kind of added in that right portion as a filler. I placed some hearts. I like doing the two-tone, like tone on tone of colors. Of course, I was kind of low on my puffy ones, so I pulled in, I don't think I pulled in the acetate ones just yet, but I will be putting them on the 3x4 cards that have the hearts and the stars, and you'll see that in the overview. Oh, I do add one. Oh, yellow, because I have like no yellow puffy hearts and stuff, so this is where I added in. And yeah, I love the way that looks. I like that I added in some Project Life cards on those 4x6. Did a little bit of layering, including on my title card, as you can see. And I'm going to be placing my week 21 on that Project Life card that's on my title card. So it's going to be really small, but I'm going to place my typewriter, use it with my typewriter. So it's still going to have a black image and, or Chris, hopefully it'll stick out enough. But you'll be seeing it here in a bit. Here comes the overview. Alright, here it is, all completed. I really enjoyed switching things up. Again, another spread is completed. I hope you got inspired in some way. Any questions or comments, don't forget to place them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.